Hi guys, today we're here with Seth. Our first question is what is your current occupation?
So my current occupation is a body coach at TBRX PT.
Okay, and have you always known this is what you wanted to go into?
Yes and no. So I've always wanted to work with an athletic population or work with people, but I never knew that this was even a route before I really found the job about 2 years ago. So yes, in one aspect, but no in specifics.
What made you want to go into the profession?
I think I never really wanted to sit at a desk, so that's what made me want to somewhat fall into that job. And then I looked online, found it when I was going into college, and then just somewhat fell into it.
Okay. Where did you go to college?
So I went to Endicott College and for my undergrad, and then Merrimack for my graduate degree.
Okay.
What was your major and did you have a minor?
So my major in at Endicott was athletic training, and I did not have a minor since the it didn't really allow me to have anything else.
Okay, and the did you need the grad school for your job?
For my job specifically, no, but for my prior job and to work as an athletic trainer in collegiate athletics, you somewhat need to. So if I chose to end up staying there, it definitely was a benefit to have it and definitely helped me get that job.
Okay.
hmm what is the most difficult part of your job?
Uh, Staying consistent with mood and staying consistent with being able to perform, for lack of better words, for my clients because it doesn't matter what my mood is or what I'm doing with, I have to take care of the people in front of me. So trying to keep life outside of the treatment room as best as you can.
Okay, and would you describe your job as flexible?
Yes, but sometimes no. So there's a big like if I have something that I know that I need to take, I can put it in my schedule and take the time off. But there's also some times where it's like, okay, you need to drop everything and go see this client. So yes, for the most part, but there's some exceptions to that.
hmm And then what is the most rewarding part of your job?
I think getting people to back to doing what they want to do. So instead of traditional physical therapy where you would have parameters that is just get back to regular life, you can get people back to doing what they want to do. And I think that's one of the big questions I always ask my clients is what do you physically want to get back to doing? Not, okay, this is what insurance allows me to do. This is what is your goals?
hmm
What are some of the most important traits to have in your job?
I think being able to communicate well and also having the ability to connect with clients in any somewhat of way. So if you're able to actually figure out and connect with them, then you're going to get that client to buy in a lot more, which then provides them a healthy environment, one to share a bad thought or bad environment that they'll have in, and it gets them to actually open up a lot more. And I feel like if you have a good connection with people, you're able to get more out of them no matter what type of situation you're in.
hmm And then what advice would you give your high school self who is maybe like unsure on what you wanted to do?
I think the big thing I would say is be confident in yourself and just don't have, not that you shouldn't have fear, but fear shouldn't be what stops you. because if you truly want something, you should have to push through a lot of feel aspect to it. You're not going to be perfect all the time, but you shouldn't let that attract you for something that you really want to push to try to do. Because definitely that's a big factor that a lot of people are like, okay, I don't really want to do it because I feel confident or I feel comfortable in a situation, but sometimes you have to get a little bit uncomfortable because I mean, getting into this job, I somewhat had to be pushed to start applying because I was comfortable in my prior position, and now I am glad that I took the job, but it definitely took a little bit persuasion to get me to actually apply to different jobs.
What has been one part of your job that has surprised you?
I think just the wide variety of people that I have been able to work with, where I've worked with like a 10-year-old going through some pain with a whole bunch of other conditions as well, to all the way up to a 92-year-old executive. And so it's just a very wide range of people. And also going from a middle school, elementary school athlete to working with some people that have had some elite athleticism in their days. So it's just very wide range.
Hmm. And then what advice would you give someone looking to go into this profession?
Always be willing to learn and take in as much as possible. So don't be afraid to ask questions. One, when you don't know what's going on, and don't be afraid to say, I don't know, and get further information because I think there's a time that you can make some stuff up, but there's also times where it's like, okay, this is really a decision that we need the true information for. So if you don't have the right answer and just make something up and you go down the wrong direction, nobody's going to feel weird or upset if you say, I don't know, let me go look into this and I'll get back to you on the next steps of it, because you should get it right rather than trying to keep that ego high.
Hmm.
And our last question for you is, what is your favorite part of your job?
So my favorite part of my job is seeing people be able to get back to doing what they love. The I would say my current job is good because I can get people better faster, but I don't always get to see the end results of it. So with like Elizabeth, I worked with a lot this year, but I didn't get to see the actual on-field stuff from it. So that's, I think, yes, maybe not the favorite part of it because I don't get to see the end result, but I've gotten people to get back to doing a lot of stuff a lot faster than my prior position based off of this new job that I have.
Hmm.
Okay,
Okay,
thank
thank
you.
you.